And you told me that. You told me that you're going to come.
You know, I kept
Basic, yeah.
I kept missing you when I came over. You were at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, but I just wanted to thank you again for everything you've done for my mom. So,
there I stayed for 2 weeks. Manjeet was in Canada. They dropped me in Canada. I stayed with her for 3 weeks. I think I'm perfect guest. My young son was
thank you so much.
So what happened one day she was so, but she said, you know, her back was back, but she said,
Look at you, so tired, nice.
Yeah, part of it was
He's strong, man.
Yeah, it's something differently.
you know, my son said, what will happen to my back? I just can't believe it. He was just 4 years old. He said, what will happen to my back? So I
we could do it
with her at that time.
Oh, FaceTime.
Yeah.
So,
And then who came here first, you or her? Who came to Chicago first?
Yeah.
You?
yeah, homework.
She came first.
It's such a blessing that they have that.
46 months.
And then did you live close to each other here?
It's gonna be tough.
You were working with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
We had known probably 6 months, 8 months.
I'm glad you said peace, like, no more.
That's a good question.
So you went to the same school.
Yeah.
I took a
Watch over
photo.
you, watch over the grad, should have stayed safe.
Yeah, we have to kind of discuss that tonight, I think. Yeah.
That's why I like this
Keep
thing.
it busy. It's tough.
We went to
Figure
Chicago.
something out there. I'd like to be able to find different ways to.
Oh my gosh.
When you were little and your dad, you know, would look up and never think
And my
of
mom used to come and
see that.
before they get married.
We went to better. Like 90.
Three of you?
With my mom. I'm talking about
Right?
we had hardly eaten our
We
speech.
don't up and up. We
took the
tinier,
with us.
tinier.
This is a drive-in.
My height, but like,
So that and he had
it's
his
kind of
house.
strange to watch your
Oh.
parents do that.
So my mom used
Never
to
imagined
you know, they were not married.
Be
Because
strong.
they used to live in Field. Field is not far from here.
Uh-huh.
That's over 100 years.
So when do you
Yeah, just to make it more
do you get to stay
Really good memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to come there, drink,
Especially
sit down and.
So you could do remote?
Yeah, a lot of, well, actually all of my work for yourself.
So I was, you know, you all have to go at some point.
Oh, I will definitely.
So, go to your mom, for you to cook over this over there.
I will appreciate
Think
it.
about her in that big house.
All right,
About getting
thank you.
Is your mom in the restroom?
I would ask if you have a cell phone or electronic device out of respect to the family, if you can please silent that or turn that off, please. As well as once the clergy comes to officiate the service at 6 o'clock as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll go on that back. We'll be able to.
Have to do our old stand-up routine. Should we invite some people up and before?
They're kind to the side. What to do?
Well, I think we
have to wait
we should
till
start at 5:30.
5:30, yeah, 5 more minutes.
Okay. 5 more minutes, folks.
He's just nervous. He feels like he should do something.
Do you want to come and greet everybody too? Yeah?
Do you want to go up
Do you want to go and greet everyone?
to say something?
Or just greet everyone?
Just the boys.
Okay, all right.
I'm happy to see that you are enjoying it.
Just for special occasion.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for everybody for coming out. The stream, my mom thanks you, my brother, Sarah, my sister-in-law is here as well, and she thanks everyone. It's been as you can tell, it's been deeply emotional and a very hard last, I would say, few years. Dad fought hard Lived through a lot, and we appreciate everyone's love and help and understanding over the years. I want to actually pass the microphone to my brother here, who is going to actually read a poem, something that is close to his heart, and we'll say a few other words going forward, and the religious ceremony will take place towards the end. Thank you again.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I just wanted to thank a couple of people in the audience for all the help they gave to my mom. Jan, Tasha, thank you so much for what you've done in helping my mom kind of, grind out these last couple of years with my father. Can't tell you how much it means to me personally. I was gonna read a poem that I really liked. I don't know that. Well, what I'll do is read just the last stanzas here, if I can, if you'll indulge me, because I think it, a lot of people sometimes maybe make this realization too late. I'm also going to kind of paraphrase it, but I think this is something that my father ever really lost, or never lacked. He was always this way with everybody, I think. These are the last couple of stanzas of The Mower by Philip Larkin. The next morning, I got up, and he did not. The first day after a death, the new absence is always the same. We should be careful of each other. We should be kind while there is still time. I think if there's, a lesson to be learned about my father's life for all of us, it would be to be kind like that, always, and not wait until the end when there's no opportunity to be that way with others. Thanks again for being here. Love you all. Love you, Dad.
I apologize, actually, I was supposed to read initially before my brother got on, but like any great master of ceremony, I screwed that up, I'm sorry. But I want to read a eulogy from Dr. P.S. Manny, who is my uncle, and who was a very close friend, mentor, and I would say the closest thing to a brother that my dad ever had. He wrote some words here, and I'd like to share those to everyone. He writes, "My deep, affectionate relationship with Manmohan started. He had a brilliant and innovative mind. He would understand a scientific thought before others would recognize it. He did not get due credit for his scientific research and original thought. I recognized in him a fighter, and I worked to make sure that he got a fair deal. I felt enriched by his company. He was an asset to his friends. He loved music and poetry, especially Boule Shah. He has now gone to meet his God and is happily chatting away with them, enjoying his company and raising a glass with him. The word Mohan evokes magic, and the name evokes Mohan, the creator himself. May God grant him all the happiness in his fold and eternally bless him. I want to say thank you to Uncle. Thank you to my extended family as well. And you'll indulge me, I wrote something of my own. Started it last night. Last week, I didn't want to think I would be here speaking to everyone. My worst fear was that I would not be with my father when he passed. Kirpal and I rushed home to be home with Dad. Mom, as you know, had been taking care of him heroically for years since Parkinson's began to ravage him. But to be honest with you, I don't want to dwell on the disease and seeing him emaciated and not his strong, stocky little self. Instead, I want to think about and recall his love of movies. And, those of you know him really well, or, maybe you learned something today. One movie in particular that Kirpal and I really began to really love, a little independent film known as Lawrence of Arabia. A movie he adored. And that movie, it has many great lines, but one line that really captures the essence of Dad is when, and I may have gotten this piece of cinema history wrong, but T.E. Lawrence says, I think, to a fellow officer, "Big things have small beginnings." Hearing this line and knowing Dad, it really could describe him and how he lived his life. Small gatherings would lead to big celebrations. He loved to eat great food, have intense conversations about politics, sports, Bears, Ditka, Peyton, Michael Jordan, all the great Chicago players. He loved art. And he especially debated me on whether or not hip hop was actually a musical form. And I tell you, I won that debate. And it had to do when I was listening to a few songs with him, and one of them had a Bhangra sample in it. And it won him over. He loved it. That was it. And I think that was although he was small in stature, Dad was the life of the party. And that would continue throughout his life, at our weddings, birthdays, at kids' birthdays, there were always big celebrations, no matter how small. But then, I noticed small things begin happening to Dad. Was falls, forgetfulness, hand twinges. It bothered us all, especially Mom. When I would be back from New York, I would always notice a change in him. It was growing bigger and taking its course. And I was scared. Tamara and I, Tamara's my wife, by the way, if you didn't know that already. Tamara and I had Nava in 2013. Then we had Ronan in 2017. And I remember thinking, how could Dad interact with them? When could he play with them, hug them, speak to them? Small thing, but big for me. The disease grew bigger and bigger in him, but he fought it harder and harder. I felt helpless, thinking of him when I would be at work, always thinking of Mom, speaking with Mom frequently, on how hard she worked to make him comfortable, make him feel normal, having just the unbelievable, I don't even want to call it help, but just the angel she had around him, Sharon, Vernon, Tasha, Carlos, all my uncles and aunties, and my brother couldn't be here. I began to think, Dad, being who he is, will find a way to take control of his destiny. Maybe not his body, maybe not his mind, but maybe what he always was going for in the afterlife. Somebody who meditated, who read Osho, for better or worse, I don't know. But who was a scholar of many philosophers. He was also obsessed with what the end of life had in store. And this leads me to wonder where he is now. Did he take the small steps needed for his big journey to the ethereal? I just wanted him to be safe and no longer suffer like many of you. When Kirpal and I were growing up, and we would be out dinners with Mom and Dad, I remember we would always complain about how long Dad would take at the end of a meal and sit around And, we'd be done, we'd want to go home and read comic books, and we'd start nagging him and complaining, "Let's go." And he would take great joy in knowing that. And he would also know that we were his only source of transportation. And he would simply say, you know what he'd say? "You start walking, I'll catch up." And today I want to say, Dad, I don't want to leave the table. I want to have one more dinner, one more talk, one more drink with you, however small, because that's what's big in life. I realize that now. I miss you. And I know you weren't perfect, but none of us are. You were real, and I love you. And we'll miss you and your big spirit. Rest well. Thank you.
Could everyone please stand?
Everybody, can you stand, please?
ਸਤਨਾਮ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਅਰਦਾਸ ਓਮਕਾਰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਸਹਾਇ ਵਾਰ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਦਸਵੇਂ ਕਦਮ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਿਮਰ ਕੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਲਈ ਧਿਆਏ। ਤਿਰੰਗਤ ਗੁਰਤੇ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਰਾਮਦਾਸੇ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ ਅਰਜਨ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਨੋ ਸਿਮਰੋ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿ ਰਾਏ। ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਕ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਨ ਧਿਆਈਐ ਜੇ ਡਿਠੈ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਬਜਾਏ ਤੇ ਬਹਾਦਰ ਸਿਮਰਿਆ ਕਰਨੋ ਲੰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਧਾਏ ਸਤਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਵਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਸਭ ਥਾਈ ਹੋਈ ਸਹਾਇ। ਦਸਾਂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਜਾਗਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਾਠ ਦੀਦਾਰ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਚੌਹਾਂ ਸਾਹਿਬਜ਼ਾਦਿਆਂ 40 ਮੁਕਤਿਆਂ 8 ਜਪੀਆਂ ਤਪੀਆਂ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਵੰਡ ਕੇ ਛਕਿਆ ਦੇਖ ਚਲਾਈ ਤੇ ਗਵਾਹੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਕੀਤਾ। ਤਿੰਨਾਂ ਪਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਸਚਿਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਸਿੰਘਣੀਆਂ ਧਰਮ ਹੇ ਸੀਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਬੰਨ ਬੰਨ ਕਟਾਏ ਖੋਪਰੀਆਂ ਰੁਹਾਈਆਂ ਚੱਕਰੀਆਂ ਤੇ ਚੜੇ ਹਾਰਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਛਿਰਾਏ ਗਏ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਈ ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀਆਂ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਧਰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਰਿਆ। ਸਿੱਖੀ ਕੇਸਾਂ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਨਿਭਾਈ ਤਿਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਕਮਾਈ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪੰਜਾਂ ਤਖਤਾਂ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਧਰ ਕੇ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਪ੍ਰਥਮੈ ਸਰਬੱਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਹੈ। ਸਰਬੱਤ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਕੋ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਚਿਤਾਵੈ। ਚਿਤਾਵਨ ਕਾ ਸਦਕਾ ਸਰਬ ਸੁਖ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਹਾਂ ਜਹਾਂ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤਹਾਂ ਤਹਾਂ ਰਚਿਆਰੀ। पंथ की जीत श्री साहिब जी सहाय खालसा जी के बोल वाले बोलो जी वाहिगुरू। सिखा नूं सिखी दान केस दान वैद दान विवेक दान विसाह दान भरोसा दान ਦਾਨਾ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਨਾਮਦਾਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਚੌਂਕੀਆਂ ਝੰਡੇ ਬੁੰਗੇ ਜੁਗੋ ਜੁਗ ਅਟਲ ਧਰਮ ਕਾ ਜੈਕਾਰ ਬੋਲੋ ਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਨ ਨੀਵਾ ਮਤ ਉੱਚੀ ਮਤ ਪਾਦਾ ਰੱਖਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਹੈ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਅੰਤਰਜਾਮੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ, ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀਓ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਕੱਲੇ ਆਵੇ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਸੱਦੇ ਉੱਠੀ ਜਾਏ ਦੇ ਮਾਵਾ ਕੰਸਾਰ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਦਰ ਦੇ ਸੇਵ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਮਨਮੋਹਨ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਆਰਜ਼ਾ ਨੂੰ ਭੋਗਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਪਰਲੋਕ ਬਿਆਨੇ ਕਰ ਗਏ ਸਨ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ ਅੰਤਮ ਸੰਸਕਾਰ ਦੀ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਹੈ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਮਿਹਰ ਕਰਨੀ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਸਾਰੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਨੂੰ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਾਣਾ ਮੰਨਣ ਦਾ ਬਲ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰਨੀ, ਆਪਣੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗਾਂ ਵਡੇਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਪਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਪੂਰਨਿਆਂ ਪਰ ਚਰਨ ਦੀ ਸਮਤ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰੋ ਵਿਛੜੀ ਆਤਮਾ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਵਾਸ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ, ਆਵਾ ਗਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਗੇਲ ਮਿਟਾਵਣਾ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀਓ। ਪਿੱਛੇ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਤੇ ਦੇ ਭਰਿਆ ਹੱਥ ਰੱਖਣਾ, ਸੇ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਚਿਤਾਵੇ, ਨਾਨਕ ਨਾਮ ਚੜ੍ਹਦੀ ਕਲਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਭਾਣੇ ਸਤ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Thank you all. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, everyone. Nice to meet you.
You're next.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
I didn't see her.
You guys are
Oh, okay. So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. All right, nice. You too. I hope to see you again, okay? Maybe I'll go to lunch or something. When it gets safer. Yeah?
When you come there to see your sister, bring her forward.
Okay, yeah, she'll come. I definitely will. Okay, I'll get her
She
to her
doesn't,
room.
I'll make her.
Okay, all right, I promise. I promise. Thank you.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Yeah, oh yeah. So it was just.
The man
I am no problem. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna sit down. Tell me not to leave. She knows where I live. I can't hide.
Right, someone could, everybody's turn around and say, hey, this guy was. I actually heard you really need to step away. You know, I was there, I was actually there with nothing last day, and now I drove him back home. Figure out what to do.
Going to take it to the toilet right now?
Not right now, you know, they take it tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
We're still waiting for permissions to take it from the state of Illinois. They still haven't.
Well, anytime I can do anything.
No, I understand.
You know, far away.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yes, exactly.
I came to Denver one time when my nephew died. He had a stroke. In his
I'm just now. No idea. I don't remember cars, so I'm going to be.
I remember seeing him every time I call my mom, and it's just so healthy.
Okay.
I'd say that tomorrow. I don't
Head to Denver?
They had, I wish I had been here.
He was very nice.
Yes, no, not at all. Down and treated.
He had very high blood pressure. He never
Thank you. We'll see you soon. Nice meeting you.
How are you? Nice to meet you. I'm Tasha. Yes. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's been a blessing. We take care of each other. They take care of us. We take care of each other. Yes. Great relationship. Oh, thank you. She exaggerates. I feel like she does a lot for us too. I love her. She's my friend.
So nice. So nice to see you.
You too.
So much about you. You know, I told my angels to my deal, you know.
Hoping this stream works. I'll have contact.
I love you.
I tried to get it out to everybody. It's a lot.
That's what you told me. I just think it's so much. Oh, 51. That is such a blessing to stay in touch that long. Yeah,
And they, it was fun, you know, because he is in like a family. Sitting there,
I really want to make, you know, even if
oh, she was Dr. Singh in 1970? Oh, it just goes by so fast.
she also had, she thinks so.
Oh, really? I don't think she told me that story. I have to ask her.
It is such a, so much.
I thought they met through medicine or something, because he was in medicine and she was in discharge planning. They met at the Art Institute.
She came out.
And that's it, okay, and we're from there. Oh, nice guy.
I remember someone gave us it was like really like
So many days before they let you decide, right? Someone that
Hi, nice to meet you. I told her it's the four of us will have 2 months. I can read the back of the book. That too, yes.
Yeah, so I'll see you after the senior. Yes, I'm gonna try. Sarah asked me to see what I can do. It's bad. It will be too. I know, it's really bad. You don't think about it. So, everyone can log in so much Oh, okay. I thought the problem was they lost it. Yes, yes. Good. Right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I told your mom to lunch. When things open up, come downtown to eat outside someone. Yeah. All right. Nice to meet you.
Take care of it. Drive safe. Safe.
You're doing well.
इतनी हिम्मत देते हैं, इतनी अच्छी तरह तो क्या मैं इनको दुनिया में लेके हम इनको दुनिया में लेके हम लोग को अपनी एक्सपेक्ट तो ये एक्सपेक्टेशन तो
It's the worst thing.
Yeah, have them. I know.
I just wanted to say I'm proud of my team and she's and every time I hear about how much you oh, thank you so much. She takes care of me too. She keeps giving tell people that. Oh no, she doesn't say that at all. She takes care of me. I live in Naperville. Oh, so with I met well yeah, we did not I've been on them okay. My sister
when I come to Aurora.
I would love that.
Yes, because I'm gonna say when she's gonna get on there. Yes. Okay, so when I go, I'm really happy person, she's telling me, oh, yeah. So nice to meet you. God bless you too. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
To go out
Go for swimming
I've heard
Yeah.
it was a night.
That's right.
Oh, she knows. She doesn't call me, she'll get in trouble. Yeah, so it's such a big house and it's just a two of them. Some dark and a strength, or habits, and use it to help others. When we get there, somebody will look at, we pray.
Pay it forward, you got a lot in your cake.
Oh, thank you.
I'm grateful that they did it, because I know
To stay in touch them. I hope so I have my friends from you're 25. Yeah, so I hope that I can say this all the same. Okay, so you're 12. Okay. How long have you been here this time? 11 years, and you think you're doing this Stupid friends.
Same thing, yeah.
I'm
not sounding.
So Mom and I was in the same hospital.
Being a doctor and medical field, people don't know.
That is, it's a headache. They stay.
One thing they won't show you, why they
I'm ready about it already because I'm in ER and you shouldn't do that to your 80. It's too much. It's very hard. Yeah, it's tough. So I want to. Did he? I hope so. I hope to do 62.
I don't know how I had talked to them.
Because
I think if you don't have the right mental attitude, so when you retire and you're young yet, you gotta think you can never do it every time.
Okay.
What you're gonna do and that you have to be comfortable with it.
Okay.
Because your whole life is taken away when you're retired.
So like,
you love
okay.
doing, you're not
There
there
anymore. And you have to, and I don't want to just sit at home because I just people retire and they just sit.
Yeah.
They go in. Is he up and active? See? No, you gotta have a hobby. That's what I've heard. You have to have a hobby, something to get you up and out of the house. So we'll do that. You don't have children.
Yeah, we have two. Both in Chicago.
Oh, so everybody
too.
Oh,
Everybody's here. I live very far. I know so we used to have to go and home, so you can do channels, TV and CNN. Get up, put your clothes on. Nothing else is going to be. You know, you gotta push yourself and don't want children. Right now, we go up, we do our one time. I said, no, straighten that over.
Right, so did you
Back to the post office. I'm trying to brainwash you now.
So he was ready.
It's true, he's 6 years older than me, so who knows what's gonna happen. Then I'm saying, this is better.
They are 50 and 30. You know, he goes about this tall, he's 11. Yeah, they're
First to meet all her friends. She talks about it all. I put a face with the name.
I'm glad that I got to see you too. Oh, she called you.
So, yeah, my husband couldn't get out. Yeah, so I was able to, I was supposed to work.
Just one. Yeah, soon I'll be on that. Good to see you.
I'm gonna figure that out. I'd like to be able to, because Kermit's got a certain amount of leave, his wife has a certain amount of leave, and then I'd like to be able to,
He was not, yeah.
kind of string out the help for as much as we can.
Just bring your
Yeah, I was telling him.
This was a 4 years ago.
I took her shopping yesterday. She got this her purse and
Well, that's all my husband.
pants and shirt.
Yeah, so that would be great. My husband says I'm having sex with somebody else. I think I like it. That's a That's a fantasy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Sounds good.
So nice to meet you. You guys want to have a Well, be careful driving. Yeah, I know. Who else would drive up today because of the sun?
I'm gonna text Boo whenever I haven't got back to him yet, so.
I love your field.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Oh, we do know each other. Yeah. What restaurant? No, at home. Oh, at the house. Okay. We used to live in on a field. Did you? Maybe. Oh, yes, yes. Chelsea Circle. Oh, you know where the big house is? Yes, yes. In the shadow or whatever. Oh, my. Somebody's taking care of it. It's such a beautiful night.
Oh, good.
So it's better.
Okay, listen, and I say hi to your husband and thank him. I will, thank you. Thanks for being here.
Sounds good.
Oh, dang. Oh, yes. Oh, I have, as long as y'all in the garage. Yes, I know. Oh, yeah, Charlie says you can. Come over. Yes, it's a little collection, y'all. Okay, well, I started today, I'm on vacation, so yeah, so we'll just have to work around Carlos. Yeah, it's right there, okay, yeah, because he's on Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, he okay, yeah.
Let me think about this.
Anymore, yeah. And their food's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what?
Take care.
Yeah, you liked it? Depends on your teacher, right? That makes it fun. Did you learn anything?
Yeah, I kind of tweaked it.
It's good. It's called the mower.
The mower, yeah, that's kind of been
You all know this is the Did you like it?
Thank you. I hope that's right.
In the fifth grade, we're learning to juggle right now. I'm teaching them juggling. Yeah, so we watch all the videos, but they can't really run around and that's what they're about each other, so I got them all juggling back and they're done with their juggling. They do have Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So now, yeah.
You're not there.
No, I know.
Alright, and just invite us, you're coming.
So, we'll pop down on all this. Come back and I did it for
Thank you for letting them.
it's just longer than you know. Yes, yes.
They told us that.
He told us that. It's hard.
Yeah, it's,
I think I'd rather do it.
yeah, like it just seemed.
But you know,
It just seemed like it was, it's absolutely good.
you know how vibrating it is. You wouldn't have worn
I do.
like that for long. And that's that thing that you can't walk. That's what I'm always saying. I can't walk in a car. The only thing that you like is lay in the bed.
Those are important things.
I just, I all about don't touch me with that.
Well, you see the worst of me, I think, right?
Right,
Like,
give it a second, and I just, I know what I don't want, I like that.
yeah.
Bye-bye, safe travels.
Bye.
Blessings. Be careful driving. Yes. Take care.
No, he doesn't want to. I gave up, I just wearing one now.
Drive safe. We'll be safe.
Yeah.
Take care. Amen.
Mama. Just have to tighten it. You know, I have the, thing. Yeah. And then I'll take care of it upside down. Is that too tight? Yeah. That's good?
You want to open?
Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You guys all agree, you don't, whatever you want to do, we're happy to.
I'll ask Mom.
Okay, we're more than happy to.
I can't see them.
I don't.
Paul, it's like, yeah.
Do you want me to go get the car? Bring it around, or let me ask her. I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't even think about it. So
You gave it away?
I gave it to the Goodwill.
I need to give it to somebody, my father's one.
Did I go
did you want to see Dad?
Huh?
Did you want to open it and see him, or no? You don't have to. You don't want to.
I
You would. You want to see him? Yes. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Honestly.
I can't do it.
No?
Yeah.
I'm not even.
Did you?
Oh, well.
So I talked to her about it already. Is that cool? It's like a big cavernous hall.
Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know this part. I thought you were talking about not seeing.
Oh, for dinner.
Where?
Cafe Borgia, it's right next door. She wants to take them.
How do we feel about her in the restaurant?
Well, she gave the restaurant yesterday.
But is that okay? Do we want her exposed?
Mom, you want to see that?
She does.
You want to?
No.
No? You want to see that?
Mom. I'm sorry, I think there's a little confusion here.
That's okay.
Do you, they want to know if you want to see Dad one more time?
I will. Well,
If you, we can.
yeah, I mean,
I'll be with you too.
You want to?
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the screen, because I think that's more private.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Thank you.
Let me turn this
You want to see Dad or no? You want to see him one more time, Mom?
I thought we tomorrow, we will go to